What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Married to Reality. I'm your co-host, John, here with my wife and co-host. I love her more than anything. I do. But if she was a serial killer, kind of a deal breaker. It's the one and only Teresa.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? So you would not help me stop killing? You would just leave me?
I think if we work really hard with my love and my dedication, we could get her to stop being a serial killer.
Have you ever watched Dexter?
I tried.
It's great.
Is
you
it?
should. It is.
Yeah, I tried. I gave it a couple episodes.
He had multiple partners who knew what he's up to, and they were okay with that.
Did they end up being murdered themselves?
No. Dexter only killed bad people.
Understood. I think I was caught up.
A few slips, but
you can't shoot a perfect game. I think I was watching Californication at that time.
Oh, I never got into it. I tried watching it, and you know what? It was too early for me.
Mean in the evening or what?
No.
My schedule was full.
With when I was on my English learning journey.
Oh, got it. Dexter, I guess.
I watched Dexter later. I didn't watch it when it came out.
Murder's the universal language. Yeah, I gave it a couple episodes. I don't know. Couldn't get that into it.
It's great.
Maybe I'll go back and give it a watch. There's a lot of shows.
It's really good.
Okay.
I think they're coming up with a prequel.
Okay.
There's a spin-off that I don't even know what it's on. I tried to watch it on the plane once, but obviously in a few episodes. But Dexter's great. Okay.
All right. Back to this show. I don't know how I feel about Tigerlily saying this. Well, actually, I know exactly how I feel about her saying this. I think it's ridiculous. I don't know how Adnan, because I imagine he's going to watch this. He seems like he enjoys media and attention. So I feel like he's going to watch these episodes. Imagine hearing you could quite literally get away with murder. If control is an issue, if him doing what he wants to do is already an issue, then you hear your partner say, like, even if he was a serial killer.
I think he's going to be flattered. Like, that guy loves himself. It was Adnan's wedding. It was
totally
all Adnan. Like, he loves himself and he loves when someone loves him.
He's been dreaming about this since he was a little boy.
If he hears that someone loves him this much, I mean...
But what does it do to your psyche? And what does it do to how you behave and what you try to get away with? You are literally getting a free pass to do anything.
Kind of. I don't think it's... He doesn't strike me as the sharpest tool in the box, so I don't think he's gonna take it that way. I think he's just gonna take it as she loves me no matter what. I don't think he's gonna take it as, oh, all right, so now I can do some weird stuff. I don't think so.
Both of these people in this relationship, if you're right, have mixed up views on love, because she's like, oh, the more he controls me, it means the more he loves me, which is sad. And then you're like, oh, yeah, sure, I can be a serial killer. That just means she really loves me. It's like, no, it means she's crazy if she'd be okay with you murdering people.
Unless he does it like Dexter does it.
Only the bad guys.
Only the bad guys.
And a couple slip-ups here and there, because
slip-ups.
Nobody's perfect.
Exactly.
All right. Enough about Dexter. Enough about Tigerlily and Adnan for now. Before we get into the meat of this episode, a little business. Guys, we're on Patreon and Supercast. If you are on the Patreon and Supercast, you aren't hearing this right now, okay? That's just a little perk we give our friends on the premium channel. We cut out the ads. We cut out this housekeeping. It's just straight content over there. So if you want ad-free episodes, if you want bonus episodes, if you want to hear us talk about 90 Day the Other Way, that's on Patreon. That's on Supercast. Patreon.com/marriedtoreality, marriedtoreality.supercast.com. That Other Way coverage starts at the Cousins Club level. Mm-hmm. It's audio only. It's video on the Family Affair level, plus a monthly Family Affair bonus. So check it out, Patreon and Supercast.
Yes.
Also, follow us on Instagram at Married to Reality Pod. We're having fun over there. We're chatting with you guys over there. So call in. Let us know, what do you think of the season? Anything else you got? Some hot tips on some by the ways, whatever it is, call in on Instagram at Married to Reality Pod.
Yes.
Okay. Also, make sure you're following the podcast wherever you're listening. It's so easy to do. Just look down and smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as the posh wedding, because that thing was out of control.
Out of control.
I don't think we have ever seen such wedding on 90 Day or anywhere if you don't count the Kardashians. Which brings me to a great question I have.
Sure.
How did these two extremely rich people find themselves?
Well, I think...
Send us some cash.
Send a little cash this way. Join the Patreon. Join the Supercast, Tigerlily and Adnan. But I think maybe through the vetting process, you find out how people live their life and what their status is, and then you decide to...
What do you mean vetting?
You talk to people.
Okay.
You get an idea. You get a vibe. Are they well off? Are they struggling? I don't think Tigerlily was going to settle down with someone who's making minimum wage.
I don't think so either, because as we all think, she might lose the money coming from her ex if she remarries. Although, who knows what their deal is. They have kids, so I'm sure she's not going to get cut off.
Yeah. But I think she's got a certain level of man she is looking for and that she found. And so I'm sure she went through the weeds a little bit and then was like, nope, and then found this man. I don't think it was just like the first guy she started talking to happened to be a trillionaire.
No, but it's so interesting. Like, I want to know, how is he so rich?
Please, somebody tell us. You guys are slacking. I'm going to be honest, because it's been weeks now and no one has called in with the answer.
Well, I think we didn't know. We were all speculating how rich he was until we saw this wedding.
Yeah.
Unless they're lying to us and Tigerlily paid for all of it.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
And here's why I don't think so. Because everyone there knew how to behave. If she was the one coming in sprinkling cash on him and they're like, oh my God, well, we're used to just like a backyard wedding, everyone would have been in awe, not knowing what to wear, what to do. Everyone fit right in and knew what to do. So like, this is not their first rodeo.
True. Oof.
All right. Smash Like It's as hot as the wedding.
As hot as everything at the wedding.
Yes. And last but not least, if you haven't left a review, please do. You guys know we're suckers for love. And if you leave us a 5-star review and you write something, we'll read it on this podcast for everyone to hear.
Yes, please.
All right. That's the business. What do you say before we get into this episode? We do a little 90 Day by the way.
Let's hear it, because I helped you with nothing.
All right. By the way, number 1. This one is a shocker.
All right.
Hold on to your hats. Hold on to your seats. Folks, the twist you never saw coming. Okay, Teresa?
You're really pumping it up, so let's just go out and say it.
Small Ed called off his engagement.
What a small moron.
What a big moron.
Oh my gosh. Okay. We all obviously knew it.
I know.
It was, what did I call it last time?
It was a
publicity stunt.
Yeah, you were right. I mean, we all knew it. I just thought the charade was going to go on for a little bit longer. He gave a statement to TV Insider, as if we needed a statement, saying, as many of you know, I recently proposed in what was a whirlwind and admittedly a very impulsive moment. After some deep reflection and discussions with those closest to me, I've realized that rushing into this decision wasn't the right move. I have nothing but respect and love for Portia, and I wish her the best moving forward. Huh? All together now. What a moron.
What a moron. I wonder if Portia was aware of this or if she was just so naive that she just thought that this is it.
She had to be.
I hope he at least paid her something.
Yeah, he goes on to say, I did something that was impulsive. I asked this girl to marry me, and after considering, it's too soon, and it's not really what I want, obviously. After talking to my family, I realized I don't want to get married. I want to be single, so I wish her the best in life. So you're not even dating. You're just ending it. Like, that's how lame this whole thing was. It was for show. It was for publicity. He did it for the attention, and now it's not like, oh no, I'm still interested in Portia. He's just like, good luck in life.
Yeah, he definitely did it. Oh my gosh, he's trying to stay relevant as much as he can because he was just on Happily Ever After. what else is there for him? Nothing really, right?
He could do Single Life.
Again?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He's trying to stay relevant. He's trying to make the headline so he's interesting for the 90-day world. But what a moron. Like proposing to someone after 24 hours and then you have to say that you talk to your family and friends who said it's probably not a great idea.
This isn't
Are you kidding me?
It's not a face tattoo or something. Like, why are you consoling, having a discussion about this with your family? It's up to you.
But also, of course, it's not a good idea. Who thinks proposing someone within 24 hours is a good idea?
It's a terrible idea.
It's a terrible idea. And we've seen how that worked out for some of our other 90-dayers.
Yeah.
Like Nicole and, what's his face? Imprisoned.
Nicole in prison. Oh, Mahmoud?
Yeah. He proposed within 24 hours, landed in jail.
Well, a lot of these people are getting married within 24 hours, but I think Smollett's days are numbered because he's grasping for relevance and it's getting old. I think people are officially over this nonsense.
Yeah.
There you go. By the way, number one.
Nice.
Number two. In other more serious breakup news, TJ and Kimberly have split.
Okay, well, I thought they split it a long time ago.
No, I'm getting this info a few days ago, so maybe things were getting rocky. They definitely had a rocky past.
Yeah.
Kimberly confirmed on Instagram very recently saying, TJ and I have been having a lot of fighting. When I say fighting, I don't mean little spats. I mean, we're having arguments where he secludes himself, not just from me, but from his family downstairs as well, which just that callback is great. Kimberly went on to say, I honestly don't know if I'm going to pursue a legal separation because TJ told me even if I do file for divorce, he'll never sign the papers.
Okay.
So apparently it's been topsy-turvy. It's been a dark relationship. Kimberly told followers during an Instagram Live that he hit her once, which I didn't see that coming, but that's terrible.
Yeah.
She hit him back. It stopped there, fortunately. But terrible relationship, it seems like. I'm glad it's coming to an end, even if TJ won't sign the divorce papers. Like, just go home, Kimberly. I don't know what you're doing. His family doesn't like you. His friends don't like you. You never were accepted. He's not accepting you now. Go home. Get out of there. Let TJ's dad have your spot in the bed because his back must be killing him. And good riddance. TJ deactivated his social media too. So that just pours more fuel on the fire. Yeah, he posted some like cryptic post about their photos together cut up on the floor, and then he deactivated his. It's very dramatic and sad.
Very dramatic, but no surprise here.
Not very surprised. So there we go. Everyone's breaking up in the 90-day world.
Yes, well, we'll see. There's still some couples going strong who we thought would just break up very, very quickly, like Jenny and Samit.
Very true. Very true.
Who actually have beef with Kimberly.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. All right. That's 90 Day, by the way.
Nice.
Hopefully some more positive news next week. A little more love in the world would be nice.
Yeah, send it our way. You guys, obviously, a lot of you send us the small ad news, but it was everywhere. I think he, unfortunately, accomplished what he was going for.
We talked
People
about
talked about it. We talked about it. You guys talked about it. So I hate to say it, but job well done, Smollett.
All right, well, let's talk about something different because I'm tired of talking about him. Let's talk about the reason we're here. Sunday night, 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, Season 7, Episode 5.
Yes, and let's start with Loren and Faith, one of my favorite couples.
The most research any 90 Dayer has ever done on anything. And it's Loren researching how sexual he can get without giving Faith gonorrhea.
I still don't know how to spell it.
I know. I don't think I do either, but I'm scared to ask how you spelled it.
I spelled it Ghhhanaria.
No, that's where Niles is going to meet Matilda.
Yes, but gonorrhea. But that's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah, you're saying it right.
It's doing the job.
I spell things phonetically in my notes, so I don't think I spelled it right. But Either way, Loren was doing some serious Googling. The other big G, Google. He was looking into gonorrhea of the penis. To be specific, Loren likes to remind us it's gonorrhea of the penis, not of the mouth.
And he was like, oh, well, it makes sense now because I have these little things on my penis. So now I know what it is. Ew.
He quite literally said, yeah, I had gunk spewing out of my penis. So, like, now I know why. Who is this man? How gross is he that he had gunk spewing out of his penis, his words.
I don't even know what it is.
And he was just living with it. He was like, oh, strange. All right, anyone have a napkin? Like, you should rush to the doctors, but he was just living with it, and now he's just happy to have answers as to why there's gunk spewing out of his penis.
This guy doesn't have a home. You think he has an insurance?
True. Great point.
I don't think he's ever been to the doctor.
Great point. Yeah. So this is sad news. Big bummer for Loren because now he's got to tell Faith he hasn't been faithful. And
nice.
Thanks. And he doesn't want to be.
Yeah. And apparently you can get it from a kiss too. So like no kissing, nothing. So he really does need to tell her.
Yeah. But let's have some fun first. Why ruin the day early?
Well, he said good news. It can be treatable within 7 to 10 days because the woman who gave it to him is already taking some ointment. Well, how are you going to get an ointment if you have like $20 in your pocket? You're going to ask Faye?
You think it's ointment?
What else do you? I don't know.
Pills? I would hope it's pills.
Yeah, but this guy, how is he going to even get anything?
I don't think he's going to.
No, I think he's just going to let his penis to fall off.
I think he's going to Google some homeopathic remedies. see where that takes him. So, okay, the fun day is going to be the Wawa Dam. Mm-hmm. Okay, which is what I say when I see gas prices at Wawa. I'm like, damn.
I don't go to Wawa. I don't like Wawa.
I don't mind a Wawa, but the prices are up there a little bit on the gas.
No, I don't like Wawa. There is only one gas station I love.
Buc-ee's.
I love dearly.
You got to go. Anytime you're passing a Buc-ee's on a road trip, you got to stop.
You got to stop because the not only that it's awesome, but the gas is significantly cheaper. So you can get gas and a taco.
You get a taco with the money you saved.
Exactly. And they're good.
Yeah. So, okay. They're driving to the Wawa Dam, and Faith brings up how Loren had told them earlier the day before that he wants to stay in the Philippines. And she's a little caught off guard by this. She wants to take her time and get to know Loren. She's already suspicious of him. Is he being himself? Do I really know him? And so hearing, I want to stay, I'm going to spend the rest of my life with you. She's pumping the brakes a little bit.
She is. However, she would be open to it if she gets to know him better. I think she appreciates the fact that he was being honest, even though the honesty is not ideal.
He's not being honest enough. There's a few other things he needs to come clean about.
Oh, he's going to. But he says, I'm homeless. I don't have any money. I don't even want to stay in the Philippines. US is expensive. Like, he's not like putting up a persona, portraying himself to be someone he is not.
No, I wish he would a little bit. I wish he'd. Not everyone should be themselves.
I think in this case, he needs to be himself.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But just, choose your words a little better, Loren. I don't need to hear about gunk spewing out of your penis on a Sunday evening.
Yeah. So they arrive. It's beautiful.
Beauty shot of the banana chips. TLC is really pushing banana chips. I don't know if they have an investment in banana chips, but everywhere we turn, TLC is pushing the big BC.
I wonder, banana chips, are they dried bananas? Because I don't like those. What I like are dried plantains because you put salt on it.
All right. I'm sure you could sprinkle some salt on a dried banana. But
you think so?
Well, you could sprinkle salt on anything. I think Loren was sprinkling on his penis, hoping.
I think that's what he's probably going to do.
Yeah.
Like get rid of it.
I mean, salt water probably will help. Anyways, place was beautiful. Very lush. Waterfalls. Looked lovely. They jumped into the water. They changed out of street clothes into other street clothes to go swimming.
Oh, Loren didn't even change.
No, Loren put on like khaki shorts.
Did he?
Yeah, he took off one pair of shorts. I think put on a different pair of shorts. Faith was wearing jorts. Like
She was wearing that. She's going to change afterwards.
Okay.
But yeah, Loren, dude, you have gonorrhea and you're just going to swim in the water.
I think that might be that's his insurance. Like, he's not going to go to a doctor, get some natural remedy. I don't think it's the worst idea.
Yeah. No.
I don't think it's that bad.
No.
Here's what's bad. When they get out of the water, Loren, I don't know where he's getting these great ideas, these communication skills. He's like, that was nice. So are you feeling kissing energy? Which like, ooh, like maybe if she was, that piques her interest and she gets excited. Little tease. Because he's like, are you feeling kissing energy? Because we can't kiss. It's like, huh?
Yeah, because I have a gonorrhea. It's an STD, sexually transmitted disease.
He was just reading the Wikipedia.
Oh yeah.
The WebMD of what he found earlier in the day. Yeah. Faith completely blindsided, and I'm not even drunk, but I wish I was.
Yeah, she was like, wait a minute, like, you got it from someone? He's like, you remember I sent you the photo? I went to like this party, the Halloween party or something, and yeah, then I had sex with that woman. You didn't know I'm having sex with other people? Really, Loren?
Why did he send a photo of a girl to Faith? I don't understand that. Unless it's just like, was it a couple's costume? If I just sent you a random photo of a girl, you'd be like, why are you sending me a random photo of a girl?
I would be mad at you already.
Yeah. Understandable.
Unless there is a reason, unless you tell me it's someone famous or...
Yeah.
That's about it.
Remember on Halloween, I sent you that photo of the girl from Thailand. Well, she spent the night and we had sex. It's like, what is that sentence?
She also gave me a gonorrhea. But you know I'm having sex with other people. You knew that, right?
So...
What a moron!
So here's the debate. Loren's stance is, we've never met in person, so it's not cheating. Faith says, well, we've been dating for 6 months. It's cheating.
It is cheating because that's what Loren wants to do. I think, maybe I'm going to regret what I'm saying, but let's say if they just met, they started chatting a little bit, getting to know each other within the first 2 weeks. If he banged someone, I would be like, okay, you're not inclusive unless you say so, right? But if you're talking every day, you're planning on going there, you know, you're being cute with each other, then you are in a relationship, and it is cheating. And it's cheating especially because he wants to have an open relationship moving forward, but he never told her. She wants to have a monogamous relationship. So yes, it's totally on Loren, and it's cheating just because he was hiding something from her, doing whatever he wants to do without telling her.
Yeah, it's a little more nuanced for me. I think it's cheating in this instance. I do think it's cheating in this instance because it seems like it happened pretty recently. Like if it's just appearing now.
But it's been happening this whole time. He says, I love sex. I'm a very sexual person. I want to keep having sex with other people. I want to go to the Philippines, be with Faith, but find other people to have sex with.
That's a conversation for them to have when they have it. I'm specifically talking about him and this Halloween girl. And I don't think it would make me, I don't think I would feel the same way if it was, okay, they've been talking for a few months and Loren banged another girl and then it was another year before they met. I don't think that's really, it's not hardcore cheating because you didn't have plans to meet necessarily. It's just some online girl you're talking to. How serious is it?
But you need to talk about it.
You got to define it. You do have to define it. But the fact that, and I don't know gonorrhea, I don't know how fast it shows. Maybe it lies dormant for months and then it shows. But to me, it seems like he was banging this girl while after he had booked his ticket to the Philippines. And so that's why it seems like, that's why it's cheating to me.
It is, but again, I can't see how it's not cheating to him because that's what he wants to do. He wants to live a plural lifestyle in a way, but he should have told Faith a long time before he booked the plane tickets.
Very true. And I hate how he puts it on Faith. Like, oh, I don't think she understands I'm sleeping with other people. It's like, yeah, she doesn't because you never told her.
Exactly.
You're expecting her to assume or just to know your lifestyle, but you need to volunteer that information.
Absolutely. I think he's maybe going by well, we never defined the relationship, so I can do whatever I want. But it's bullshit because it's not like someone who lives 20 minutes down the street that you casually see and you never talked about it. That's someone that lives on the other side of the world, someone who's very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
You basically took advantage of her because you didn't tell her. Like, if you want to bang other people, you want to have an open relationship, cool. There are a lot of people who are like that, who want this. Well, then you should find them. It's not fate. And maybe it could have been if you told her, but you didn't. So
so it's an awkward ride home. Faith was questioning if gonorrhea could turn into AIDS. Loren is like, no. Lauren's like, am I the first person you know that's had gonorrhea of the penis? Like, he's shocked.
I don't know anyone, but obviously I didn't even know what gonorrhea was. So
You sure can't spell it.
Well, whatever my iPad allows me to spell it so I can pronounce it. So
yeah. So then Faith is like, well, how many times have you banged this girl? And he said twice. And this is where Faith's like, well, okay, I thought we were serious. You're cheating. You're lying. And Loren's defense is just, you never asked. You had to know I was having sex with a guy like me, a successful man like me. I've got women lining up. It's like, no, she never thought you would just be running around banging other women. So Faith, not happy. Loren, shocked that Faith is not happy.
Yeah. So she says she needs some time. She needs to think about it. So she leaves. And Loren is like, it feels like we're breaking up. Really, bro?
Yeah. And I almost wonder, does he value the Philippines over Faith? Because it really seems like his goal is just to move to the Philippines, get this online pest control job, and live well on a minimum wage. And Faith is just his ticket to do that.
But you cannot just live in the Philippines.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the deal
I don't think
is.
this guy knows anything about a visa or anything he would need to do to be able to live there. Remember Brandon and Mary?
Mary, yeah.
Like, he had to marry her to be able to stay there and work.
True.
So I don't know what Loren's thinking, but
True.
Clearly not clearly.
Yeah. All right. Let's move it along. Let's do a 180. Let's go to the most lavish wedding any of us have ever laid our eyes on.
Tigerlily and Adnan. They arrived to the wedding celebration, and this is just out of control. And Adnan tells us, he's like, typical Jordan wedding is small, just a little celebration, but my wedding is huge. My wedding. He said, I have flowers from Thailand, DJs, people wearing golden masks. No significant reasoning. I just like the golden masks.
That's why I think, because a lot of people are wondering, is just this Tigerlily? Is she going halves on it? Is she paying for the whole thing? No. The people at this wedding, friends and family, are very comfortable in this environment. Adnan says himself, this is not a typical Jordan wedding.
Yeah.
But his circle is clearly accustomed to this type of wedding. So I don't know if Tigerlily paid a penny for this.
I don't think she did. Everyone looks very nice, like very well put together.
Right. They have these clothes in their closet.
Yeah.
They've been to many events like this before. I think Adnan runs in a very wealthy circle. Mm-hmm. No one batted an eye when the Rolls Royce pulled up. Mm-hmm. Just tell us how you're making this money.
I know. I think it's family money. It must be.
Oh, I don't think it's Adnan's cash.
No, because like his mom, his brothers, they all look rich.
Very posh.
Yeah. And the producers are saying, so all the decor, like, is it typical Jordan? And he's like, no, it's typical Adnan.
Uh-huh.
All right, Adnan.
So speaking of clothes in the closet, Adnan has the idea to do costume changes.
Yes, again, not typical for Jordan wedding. Jordan weddings are small, one outfit, but he wants to impress. So why not?
The more outfit changes, the more special, he says.
Yeah, so they have 15 to 20 minutes to change for the entry where they're going to be announced to be a husband and wife. But because it's Adnan, he starts to change first, which I was very surprised because he has like 3 people helping him to put a suit on in the same room as Tigerlily.
This is where I call BS, because look around, open your eyes, check out that venue. There's probably 19 bridal suites.
Yeah, for sure.
There's nowhere for Tigerlily to go change alone outside of the gaze of men. Like, I call BS, because this is what all the drama is that Adnan's changing. He's shirtless, even though women are around. And Tigerlily's like, well, my dress is way more complicated. I need help. I need time.
And she also says double standards. Like, he's here half naked around my friend, but I can't change in front of his friends.
And she's making a stink about it. And it's just so classic that you're just learning about these rules after saying I do.
Yeah.
Right? This would be one thing if you had learned about this prior to committing to this man, but now you're getting upset. What? I can't do this. I can't do that. Well, it's too late. You said I do. You should have done your research before.
Also, I did love her first dress. The second dress is almost the same. It has like a little different lacing, but it's basically a sister dress.
Yeah, I was like, did she run out of time? Did she just throw
why didn't you buy something like different?
So different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she puts the sister dress on.
Yeah.
Finally. And Adnan is nervous. He's like, I have 200 people waiting. I don't want them to get bored.
Yeah. So Adnan saw Tigerlily blown away. So he calms down. It's all well and good. And Tigerlily's like, so even though there are some things we need to work on, Adnan's the love of my life. And when the love is there, nothing's a deal breaker. Even if I found out Adnan was a serial killer, as long as he didn't want to turn me into a skin suit, that'd be okay.
Yikes.
Yeah, we talked about that enough at the top of the show, but that's just absolutely absurd, Tigerlily.
I guess she does love him so much, but very curious to see how this relationship will progress because he's young, he's good looking, and he's rich. She is good looking, doesn't look her age, but she's not young as he is, meaning the kiddos. She has her own kiddos. She's in her 40s. He's in his 20s, and he wants 5 of them.
I think the cultures can be more of an issue than the age. Age hasn't come up one bit yet.
It's the kids. Not even the age. Like, she looks amazing, and 40-something isn't old. But it's old for kids, especially for someone who already has kids and who doesn't want to do 5 more.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot for her body, too. I have friends who had kids in their 40s, and they were like, man, like, I wish we didn't. I wish we did it 10 years ago.
Yeah. You know what I just thought? Because we were talking earlier about how did these two rich people find each other?
Yeah.
I wonder if Adnan was more looking for someone with money, because he's clearly got so much money. He probably doesn't want someone to use him for his money, or he probably doesn't want someone who he just needs to take care of financially. So then he saw Tigerlily, and she definitely has money. He's probably like, all right, cool. She's not just using me for my money.
True. Plus, again, like, she's beautiful, and she definitely doesn't look her age.
Yeah.
I just think, I think the culture and the kids will be an issue.
So then we get to Festival Adnan. There were sliding LED screen doors, dance troops, fireworks, pyrotechnics.
Wild.
Festival Adnan. And Tigerlily's like, well, what about Adnan and Tigerlily? And he's just like, no, Festival Adnan, just the man. Which is like,
it's his wedding.
Absolutely.
It's not their wedding. It's not Adnan and Tigerlily. It's Adnan's wedding, and he said it himself.
Yeah. And I love Shay and Cruz were there, Tigerlily's squad. I loved how they were like, even if this marriage doesn't last, badass wedding.
Yeah.
Really, like, we're like happy to be here.
Cruz was loving it. He's like, this is amazing. Like, woo.
Yeah. I mean, come on. That's a once in a lifetime wedding. I told you I had a friend who had Bruno Mars as the musical act.
Why didn't they invite us?
they were neighborhood friends. She married, I don't want to give too much information away. She married the son of a telecommunications giant.
Oh,
the
wow.
CEO of one of the biggest cell phone companies.
I'm still mad at our parents for not being rich.
Yeah, be a little richer, parents. Yeah, come on, pass something down. Can't get Bruno Mars at the wedding?
Exactly. Before our wedding, we got really drunk a couple weeks prior. I messaged John Mayer
Oh,
if he wants to come to our wedding.
what did he have to say? You didn't send him the directions, so you got lost, or?
Oh, I think I had a lot of spelling errors in there too. I was drunk. He never replied. He never even read my message.
Oh, how rude.
But I invited him.
It's very nice.
I was really thinking if he shows up, that would be amazing.
Oh, yeah, it would be.
But
Yeah.
he didn't.
All right. Well, you tried. A for effort. All right. That's a good place to take a break, I think. What do you say we tell you about our sponsors for this episode? And when we come back, well, we'll talk about Niles and Matilda. All right?
Yes.
We'll be back in a second.
Hey ladies, let's talk about something we all go through. Hormonal changes. Whether it's that time of the month, menopause, or perimenopause, finding balance can feel like an uphill battle. But I've got something that might just make your life easier. Hormone Harmony. Hormone Harmony isn't just another supplement. It's a comprehensive solution that's making waves for a reason. Women everywhere are experiencing the difference, and it's not hard to see why. If you're dealing with mood swings, sleepless nights, or even those dreaded hot flashes, Hormone Harmony is here to support you. It's packed with adaptogens, those incredible herbal extracts that help your body adjust to stress, especially the kind that comes with hormonal shifts. Imagine going through your day without that cloud of discomfort hanging over you. Whether it's pre-period tension or the challenges of menopause, Hormone Harmony has your back. And let's talk quality for a second. The folks at Happy Mammoth, the brains behind Hormone Harmony, are all about delivering top-notch, science-backed ingredients. They don't cut corners. It's no wonder a bottle of Hormone Harmony sells every 24 seconds. But here's the best part. Right now, you can get 15% of your first order at happymammoth.com. Just use the code MARRIED at checkout. That's happymammoth.com with the code MARRIED for 15% off. We'll put a link in the show notes for you too. But one more time, head to happymammoth.com and enter MARRIED, that's married, at checkout for 15% off your first order. And start feeling like yourself again today.
And we're back.
Hello, Jonathan.
Hello, Teresa.
How's it going?
Good. You ready to go to Alabama?
Oh, yeah. And then Ghana.
Yeah, not Rhea.
Yes, just Ghana.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Alabama first and let's help Miles pack his stuff.
It's nice to see someone putting hygiene first. Niles was packing his soaps, laundry detergent, shampoo, conditioner. You don't see that often on 90 Day. You see people packing condoms and blue pills, but never the soaps.
And he's taking an inventory. Good for him.
Yes, well, this helps him feel in control. You got to count your supplies.
I like it. I should start doing it.
Then he whipped out a box. Okay. It's a gift for Matilda. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was some special condom he was bringing. I don't know if he's a virgin. I don't know if he said, but I could imagine he has a special condom he keeps on like a special lit shelf in his bedroom. And he took out this perfectly sized box. And he's like, this is a gift for Matilda. It was a necklace, though.
It's a necklace. It's not a ring because, again, he is not planning on proposing. And this is going to be very interesting because someone else is actually planning the wedding.
This is kind of wild. But yeah, finally, someone with a good head on their shoulders, not going to propose the first minute they meet someone.
No, but he should have told her because, she's planning a wedding.
Yeah.
Which also, a little premature. You haven't even been proposed to. Although he did propose over the phone.
Okay.
He proposed. He said, I couldn't wait. I proposed 5 months ago. So,
You're
okay,
right.
I'll take it back. He proposed. And now she's planning a wedding that he doesn't want to go through with, which I'm here for it. I think he's being smart. However, tell your girl.
Do you think, I know my answer, do you think you should only propose to someone if emotionally, if you want to get married, not that you will, but like you'd be okay getting married ASAP? Meaning you shouldn't propose to someone and say like, well, in 2 or 3 years, I'll feel ready to get married. You should propose when you're ready to
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, because I think some people almost use it as a way to buy time. Okay, we've been dating, and I'm getting the pressure. Well, okay, let's go into the next chapter. Let's just be engaged for a few years, which is fine if you want to do that. But I think when you propose, you should be okay with getting married the next day.
I agree. Yeah,
okay.
For sure.
Okay. So Niles, the reason he's not ready to run down the altar, he wants to get his family on board. He wants everyone to support this relationship before he gets married.
Because right now his family doesn't support it. Plus, they can't be there, right? So he doesn't want to get married without his family, who, on top of that, doesn't support this relationship.
And that's one other thing he hasn't told Matilda. He hasn't told her we're not going to get married, and he hasn't said my family isn't on board.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot of news to break to Matilda.
Yeah, so he heads to the airport. It's his first time being at the airport alone. Aw.
Yeah, that's a big step.
Yeah, so he said he's nervous. It's overwhelming. He's also nervous because he needs to tell Matilda that there is not going to be a wedding.
Yeah.
So it's a lot. It's a lot for Niles. But he gets on the plane and he's off.
Yes. Then 24 hours earlier, we cut. We travel to Ghana. We meet Matilda.
Yes, she's 23, lives in Ghana her whole life, and she helps her mom at the market to sell plantain.
Have you thought about turning those into chips, Matilda?
Plantain, chips, a little bit of salt.
Yeah. So helps her mom at the market. She's got 3 sisters, 2 brothers, and she's not loving where she's living. She's not loving Afinso.
So here comes the first red flag. She says, I want to move to the US and start my future there.
Yeah. And she's like, that's my hope with Niles, is we're going to move to the States, start a life there, because this is boring here. There's no clubs. There's no big restaurants. I got nothing to do. So she's definitely got her eye. Maybe one eye on Niles, one eye on America, but she's definitely got an eye on America.
Oh, yeah. So we see Matilda with her brother and friends. She's working hard on those plantains. And everyone's curious about Niles, of course, right?
Yeah.
So they're asking, what does he look like? What does he do? So Matilda says he's chocolate. He has muscles because he works out. Not too short. I mean, not too tall.
Mm-hmm. He's like you. He's as tall as my brother. Yeah.
Yes. And he's a cute man.
He's a cute man.
And he has autism, which we learned that people in Ghana don't really understand autism because they have questions.
Yeah. Matilda said some people believe it's a curse. So I don't know if it's prevalent in Ghana or if they just don't talk about certain things the way we do here in America. But Matilda's brother and friends were definitely had questions.
I think I told you guys a couple episodes ago that certain things, like even in Czech, people don't talk about. I don't know anyone with autism. I don't know anyone with ADHD. We never talked about it growing up.
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do.
From the Czech Republic, living in the Czech Republic.
Okay, maybe not.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Because I'm not saying it doesn't exist. Of course it exists everywhere. People don't talk about it. The first time I ever learned about autism was when I was an au pair here, and one of the girls within my circle said, I'm taking care of an autistic kid. And I was like, what is it? So that's how, again, I'm not surprised that certain cultures or certain countries it's almost like a taboo. You don't talk about things like this. And the US is very open about it. That's not like this anywhere else.
Yeah,
I don't believe so.
We definitely lean into awareness here about all sorts of, there's
and I like it. I think it's good.
Yeah, there's a colored ribbon for everything.
And the puzzles for autism.
And the puzzles, and you drive behind any car in America and you see like, people are proud to show their support or raise awareness for causes.
And I love it. All I'm saying is that other parts of the world, people just don't talk about it. And that's why there is not a lot of education about it. A lot of people don't know or don't understand.
Yeah, and I'm curious how much Matilda knows and understands, because she seems pretty knowledgeable and understanding. She brings up, I'm worried Ghana may be overstimulating for Niles. So she's aware of how he may react in certain environments.
Well, I believe that Niles was honest with him when it comes to his autism and explained it to her. And I'm sure she also Googled it.
Yeah. So, okay. Then we see Matilda with her mom saying, hey, Mom, I'm going to go and meet Niles tomorrow. Big day. Niles is flying into Accra, which is a 6-hour bus ride away. It's the capital city. It's the big city. So she's going to go with her brother. They're going to stay in Accra for a few days before coming back for what? The wedding.
Yes, the wedding that's being planned. And she mentions the bride price. Like, Niles need to also pay the bride price. Some new shoes, slippers, clothes, suitcase, and money.
So here's my question, concern, thought. I feel bad for Matilda and her family because I think money's tight. She was telling her brother and her friends, Niles sends me cash, right? So I imagine money's a little tight. Now they're planning this wedding. They must be spending money. Mm-hmm. They must be buying things, renting things.
Yeah.
Can you get a refund? Did you keep the receipt? Because now you're spending big money, I would imagine, for a wedding. And then Niles is going to land and be like, actually, there is no wedding.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
I feel bad too. And I feel bad for Niles in a way that we can see that he works hard. He has his day job. Then he does food delivery at night so he could save money to go visit her. And now he's flying in there, is expected to pay this bride price and get married without him wanting to.
Yeah. It's a classic case of miscommunication.
Oh, yeah.
Once again. All right. Let's move this thing along. Let's talk about a couple I'm pretty invested in. I don't know. I think this couple probably splits people. But I'm curious about this story and this relationship.
Me too. And we're talking about Brian and Ingrid. There has been a lot of news stories about Brian and about some of his personality traits. I don't want to just drop a spoiler, but...
Oh, don't spoil. I thought you were going to talk about the article that says, he's got a past beyond even the drug dealing. And so I read the article and it was like, he had some speeding tickets.
Oh, no, I don't know that. But it was more about like him being
Don't spoil.
I don't want to spoil,
okay.
But let me just say this. From him, we know he was in multiple relationships, multiple marriages, multiple engagements, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's kind of summarizes it, what I was about to hence.
All right.
But anyways, new day, new morning. We're in the hotel in Ingrid's hometown, and things are not going well because of what Ingrid learned the night before.
Yeah.
So Ingrid's upset that he didn't tell her the truth and concerned that he's a drug dealer / user. Brian's upset because she didn't accept it the way he wanted her to.
So did I ever tell you I dealt drugs? Like, come on, man. How did you expect anyone to digest that information?
Same thing. This should have been said at the beginning of the relationship.
Yeah. But you know what'll make it a little bit better? Some lavish ice creams.
Well, they were like, oh, are you hungry? You want to grab something to eat?
Yeah. I was like, all right, they're going to go get some chicken or a sandwich.
Plantains.
Yeah, some banana chips. No, they got like these wild ice cream sundaes. They were like at the sugar factory in Brazil.
Yeah, they needed some sugar.
Yeah. So they're snacking on their ice creams. There's talk, and Ingrid is trying to believe that Brian has moved on from his bad boy past, trying to believe there's more to him, but she can't forget about what he told her.
Yes. And also the fact that he lied about his age, because now she's like, what else is he lying about?
True. I still want to get to the bottom of that. Someone's got to, well, I guess they would have to go back in time. I was going to say there's screenshots of his profile, but I don't know. I such a little lie, but it's telling. When someone lies about little things,
yeah,
I'm more suspicious of them. So, all right, they're talking, and Brian says, I want to meet your son today. And then we can do some more heavy-duty talking later, but I think it'd be great to meet your son.
Which Ingrid does not want to. He's like, she doesn't feel like doing it today because of the lies, because of the drug dealing. So she said, I need more time. And once again, Brian feels offended.
Yeah. And I think Brian should be more understanding.
Oh, yeah.
You just dropped a huge bomb on this woman. And the news you dropped doesn't make you seem like someone that a mom would rush their kid to meet.
Yeah.
And you should respect that, hey, this woman wants to protect her son, protect her child, and leave it at that, which he kind of does. He just drops her off at her house and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes to buy some flowers. He wants to get something he can apologize with.
Which is good, because that's another issue that Ingrid has with him. That is the fact that he never apologized.
It's good that he wants to, but let her breathe.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this seemed a little too stalkerish almost. Like, you just dropped her off, and now you're outside of her house, like, open the door, I want to meet your son. It's like, how about let her sleep on it and call her the next day and say, hey, can we meet for coffee? Here's the flowers.
Yeah,
for
sure.
He's very fast, right? He was showing the condom balloon.
Yeah.
He was talking sex. He was with his apology. Like, let it breathe. Give it time. Time heals everything.
Some people are fast. Some people want to get everything done immediately. I think it's great when you are moving, you want to unpack right away. But I think it sucks when it comes to relationships. Take your time. It's like, you don't have to announce it on Facebook that you're dating someone after 2 weeks, because after 2 weeks, you don't even know they're banging someone else, literally. Like, take your time, people, with everything.
Hear that, Faith?
Yes. Take your time and have conversations like this. And for Brian, yes, let her breathe.
Yeah. So this,
I was going to add, also, remember the fact that she told you my house isn't wheelchair accessible?
Yeah, you should have got a good night's rest so you could get up that front yard.
But he doesn't listen to anything and anyone. He gets the flowers. He has a gift for her child. He gets there.
Like, this was the start of a horror film. He was just like, can you open the gate so we can talk? She's like, what? You're outside my house? It's like, what? Yeah, this is wild. Give a woman a heads up once in a while. But open the gate so we can talk. Oh my God, what are you doing outside my house?
What a creep.
I thought you dropped me off when we're going home.
But, okay, she gets outside. She loves the flowers. She loves the fact that he brought a gift for her son. So she invites him in if he can make it. He's like, okay. It's almost like, you know, when you want to like climb a high fence, you have to run.
Yeah, you got to get a running start.
So that's what he's trying to do with a wheelchair. And I felt bad because I think he got to the point that he doesn't want her to help him. He wants to show her that he is, as he kept saying, he can take care of himself.
Yeah, independent.
However, he gets stuck in the mud, so she needs to help.
Yeah, which, again, you made the point. She warned you.
Yeah.
And she was not prepared for you to just show up unannounced.
Yeah.
Maybe had you given a heads up, they could have made some arrangements. You could lay some things down. That makes it easier to get over that. But he did it. And he goes inside. And I kind of, and I'm sure they said the age at some point. I expected Arthur to be older for some reason.
I thought she has multiple kids. Doesn't she? She's 2 kids.
So maybe the other child is with their father or something.
I think, yeah, the older one and the younger one, she said the dad left her when she was pregnant, so she had to take care of Arthur by himself. Like, I think that this is the younger one, that the dad is not in the picture.
Okay, so Arthur, adorable kid. Arthur, meet Uncle Brian. Oh, I don't know about this tactic, Ingrid. So Uncle Brian, let's do the math. Let's take out the family tree. That either means he is your brother or he is your dad's brother.
No. Again, I'm just going to throw it at other cultures, right? When I was growing up, to this day, all my mom's friends and all my dad's friends, I call them aunts and uncles.
Yeah, but your parents weren't banging them.
No, but it's what you call. Oh, my mom would be like, oh, I'm going to visit Aunt Michaela. I would be like, oh, okay, can I come? Or say hi. All my mom's friends and my dad's friends, everyone, I call them aunt and uncle. It's a thing in Czech.
Give me a Mr. Brian.
And you know what's funny? My actual aunt and uncle, I call them by their names.
Interesting.
I don't call them aunt and uncle.
I don't know about this. Call in. I don't know about Uncle Brian. Mr. Brian's fine. Brian's fine. Mr. B. But
I think friend Brian would be appropriate.
But
I totally understand. Like, that's how whenever my mom, we run into someone at the store, I was like, Mom, who's that? She would be like, oh, that's Aunt Jackie.
Interesting.
It's just that's what you label a stranger that your parents are friends with in the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
Everyone. Like, for me, all my friends have kids, right? When I talk to them on the phone, my friend Teresa would be like telling her kids, hey, I'm talking to your aunt right now. So I'm an aunt to about 20 kids.
We do that here too, but you got to be super close, I feel like, to do it. Like, I have an Uncle Bob. He's not really my uncle. He's just my dad's best friend.
You call Bob Uncle Bob?
I think growing up I did. Now,
really?
Now I don't. Yeah, I think I used to. I think maybe not.
I don't think you did.
All right. You would know my childhood better than I would.
Just based on what you're telling me.
Yeah. Anyways, Uncle Brian and Arthur bonded, and it was nice. Ingrid liked seeing it. And then Brian left.
Yes. I hope he's not stuck in the mud to this day.
I don't think he is.
Oof.
She warned him. He showed up on it. You got a fair warning. Okay? Unlike some of these other couples, Niles, Ingrid warned Brian what he was getting himself into.
Yeah.
So, all right. Renee and Chidi.
Oh.
This is a wild couple.
She's such a nutbag.
She's very cold after learning about Chidi's vow of celibacy. She wants to get banged. All she wants is to get banged. And now she's learned, it's not going to happen until we're married. So she's sad.
I don't know if she does it on purpose or if she's just ignorant, but they're walking around, right? And she's like, oh, look, fishies, gold fishies. It's like, he can't see them. You know that, right?
See, I'm going to totally disagree with you because I thought she did a very nice job of guiding him. I thought she did a wonderful job of explaining painting a picture of what was going on at the animal sanctuary.
After she said that, after she's like, oh, look, a monkey.
Sure. But she wasn't ignorant to the fact that he was blind, and she didn't try to ignore it. She would ask, like, what do you see right now? Is there anything? Is there light? Like, I appreciated, it's about the only thing I appreciate of her at this point, that she wasn't just trying to ignore it. She was leaning into it and curious about it, and then explaining what was going on around her to Chidi. I give her kudos for it.
All right, if you do, let me take my comment back a little bit.
Take it back.
Okay, so Chidi can feel that the vibe is off, right? And he's like, yeah, it's because I'm saving myself. And those weren't the news she wanted to hear. But Renee actually apologizes for being angry at the market. And she explains that it's not just about sex. I just want to be getting closer to you and connected and be emotional and what's the word?
Touched
And cuddly. And
caressed.
Then she tells the cameras. And of course, I want more too.
Tickled. Yeah, she wants some stimulation. But she verbalized it, and Chidi understands. And he's like, yeah, there's going to be more. There's going to be more coming soon.
He'll try to be more affectionate.
Yeah, don't you worry. So, okay, then we get to the animal sanctuary. Somebody clearly didn't watch Chimp Crazy because...
And somebody needs to.
Renee went straight up to this monkey and was petting it.
Yeah, first of all, they have rabies or other illnesses. Second of all, watch Chimp Crazy because they're animals. They can snap at you. They can punch you. They're smart. They can steal your jewelry. They can give you a disease. Like, come on.
Yeah. So, okay, they interact with this monkey a little bit, and then they chat. Renee wants more specifics on how Chidi was blinded. And he retells the story. Oh, the apple fell, it hit me. Then I developed glaucoma. Because of my impairment, I fell. I hit my eye on a bench, and that was it. Now I can't see. And Renee's like, well, do you believe you became blind spiritually? Do you believe there was a spiritual plan for you to become blind so that we would meet?
Oh, Renee.
She thinks this was God's plan or a spirit's plan or whatever, that Chidi would go blind. So then she would have someone she felt more physically comfortable around because he couldn't see her and judge her.
And she says, oh, if you could see, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Which, what are you saying? Like, you're almost like downgrading yourself, which
yes.
I don't know why.
Yeah, well, she's got confidence issues for sure. And
she's nuts,
and
that's for sure.
A couple screws loose. But the theory is nuts, and Chidi finds the whole thing insulting. And he's like, I think she lives in an alternate reality. And that makes me wonder how she could ever guide me into the future.
Yeah, she definitely lives somewhere else. And I'm almost thinking if his blindness is curable with a surgery, he just doesn't have the means.
Maybe. I don't know. We don't have enough details on that. But
do not.
All I know is if he did get that surgery, then maybe Renee would take off, go back to the chickens.
I think he's gonna run before he can actually see.
Yeah,
but she's so nuts.
He's hip to what's happening. I'm glad it didn't take him long. He's immediately like, this woman is nuts. And I don't think I can have a life with her. So, all right, great television, terrible couple.
Yes. One more.
Thruple.
Talking about Veah and Sunny.
So Veah's packing up for South Africa. It's a lot. She's crying. She says the nerves, the anxiety. I didn't sleep much. I have so much travel ahead of me. And she's like, I'm glad I'm not doing this alone. Because let's not forget, her ex-boyfriend is going with her, and her current boyfriend does not know about this.
Yeah, so they're both taking a cab heading to the Orlando airport.
Shout out to Orlando.
Yes. And Rory is asking, like, okay, what's your plan? Like, how is he going to find out that I'm there? Because he's worried about it. And she says, well, I'll tell him in the first couple of days. You're making it worse and worse.
Yeah. Honesty is the best policy, not hiding your ex-boyfriend in the hotel for days.
Yes. So then we see... So another thing. Veah hopes that Sunny will propose on this trip, which...
Yeah.
Okay, you're hoping to be, engaged. Why are you bringing your ex who actually is questioning all this?
Well, he could take the photos. He could do the engagement photo shoot.
True.
So it's not bad. She doesn't have a glam squad like Tigerlily, but she has Rory, which is like a utility player, and he can just do anything that she needs. So it's not the worst idea, but getting engaged this quickly while there's still secrets, that's the worst.
Yeah, and she's worried that Sunny and Rory won't get along. Well, I don't think they will, just because one of them is being lied to and the other one is there for what? To win you back? Or for what?
Yeah. And he's trolled Sonny.
So then we see Sonny. He's decorating the hotel room with rose petals.
Can we just end this? Let's stop the rose petal thing. Let me ask. I should ask the lady sitting across from me. Is this romantic?
No.
Do you like this? Is this unnecessary?
I hate it.
Do you want a rose petal in your butt crack? Exactly. Let's be done with the rose petal things. Roses look beautiful when they're a flower. We don't need to torture this poor rose and sprinkle it across a bedspread. It does nobody any service.
It's the same thing as like that, and when they make the swan out of the towel.
Well, I love a towel animal. That I disagree with. Nothing
Not
says...
a swan. Do something better.
Of course. Nothing...
I don't love the heart. The heart and the swan is in, and the petals. Make me a bear.
You're right. Heart is out.
A dinosaur.
Heart's the same as petals, but nothing screams I'm on a cruise more than opening up your cabin door and seeing an elephant made of a towel sitting on your bed.
A seal.
That'd be nice.
I would take a seal.
All right. Well, Sonny's doing the old petal gag, which is fine. But he also got a bouquet of black roses. So
her favorite.
He's doing what he can. All Veah brought is her ex-boyfriend. So Sonny's winning this one so far.
So they arrived. Sonny's waiting for her. And Veah is like so nervous and so anxious, just pulling Rory back, saying, oh my gosh, he can be standing behind the glass doors. He can't see you. It would ruin everything. It's like, yeah, because you should have told him.
Well, I also think maybe this is the moment where reality is sinking in and she's potentially having second thoughts like, shit, maybe I shouldn't have brought this guy. I made it. I think the idea of traveling there was probably daunting. It's going to be a long trip, 36 hours. I don't know if I can handle this. Then she landed there. She's like, cool, I made it. Now she probably looks over to her left and sees Rory and is like, fuck, what's this guy doing here? So she may be regretting her travel companion. But either way, they don't have a plan. They don't know how they're going to introduce each other or do this meeting or avoid a meeting. And there's glass doors at the baggage claim. And so Veah's like, Sonny might see Rory before I tell him he's here. This is a mess. It's chaos.
It's chaos, and that's where it ends.
Yes. Woo! Woo! What an episode. What a season so far.
It's been so great.
Every time I look down to see what episode we're talking about, this is episode 5, I'm shocked by how early it is in the season because so much has already happened.
I know.
That I feel like usually the first handful of episodes, we're getting to know people, we're introducing new couples, backstories.
Yeah.
We're in the thick of it right now.
Oh, yeah.
Things are crazy.
Crazy.
I think everyone is loving this season, and I'm loving that.
I'm loving it so much.
Yes. All right. If you guys are loving The Other Way and you want to hear our thoughts on it, or even if you are hating this season but still want to hear our thoughts on it, join us on Patreon or Supercast. Patreon.com/marriedtoreality, marriedtoreality.supercast.com. We're having a good time talking about it over there. Also, follow us on Instagram at Married to Reality Pod. Call in, share your thoughts, give us some tips on some news stories.
Yeah.
Say hello.
Say hello.
Say hello. Also, make sure you're following the podcast wherever you're listening. It's so easy to do. Just look down and smash that follow button.
Guys, smash it like it's as hot as the previews because looking good.
Yes. And last but not least, if you haven't left a review, guys, you know we are suckers for a little love. And if you leave a 5-star review and you write something, you write a message with your review, we will read it on this podcast for everyone to hear.
Yes.
All right. That is it. I've said it all.
I've said it all.
You sure have. It means we'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.